All right. Hello, everybody on the My Connection Builder page. Thank you for everybody joining me today. I'm talking about something that is freaking a lot of people out, right? I work with a lot of people who run their businesses on Facebook. And I'm part of trainings that service thousands of people learning how to do the exact same thing well, is to run their business on Facebook, to get their brand out on Facebook, to get their messages out on Facebook. And every time someone brings up the word algorithm, I cringe because it's so misunderstood. So that's what I'm going live about today, because Facebook just recently changed things again. I'm sure you've noticed some changes in your page's reach, in what's getting engagement, all that kind of stuff. And they are actually being a little bit more forthcoming than I've seen them be in the past, which is fantastic news for us, you guys. And that is one of the things I want to cover is that them telling us exactly what they're doing, exactly what they're changing, and exactly what they want to see is a good thing. It's not a bad thing. It's better than guessing, right? Which is what we've all had to do in the past. I've had hunches about what I thought would work and not work based on working on double digits accounts of very high, very high ranked people in the industry. And but now they're coming out and telling you exactly what they mean, exactly what they want, and exactly what we should be doing on our pages, right? So I'm Stephanie McDaniel. I am co-creator of My Connection Builder, which is the page you're on right now. What we do is help people with our software connect with those people that need them, right? We all know that follow-up is hard in this business, and connecting with those people who have reached out to us in a way that serves them, in a way that is not robotic, is key for our business, and also happens to be something that I think Facebook is wanting from us. And just a little disclaimer, I don't work for Facebook, you guys. I don't work for Facebook. I don't have Facebook telling me exactly what they want. I'm learning all of this from listening to podcasts like Digital Marketer. That's a fantastic one. If you don't listen to that podcast, you should. I read the articles that Facebook puts out. I follow people who are big in the industry. I do have a Facebook rep. I'm talking to him later today, but this is not from a person from Facebook telling me this. This is from gleaning information from all over and seeing it with my own eyes on accounts. So first things first is, what's the algorithm, right? So to give you like a really nerdy description of it, you could just Google algorithm, right? Which is what I did. And it's just in mathematics and computers, computer science, an algorithm is unambiguous specification of how to solve a class of problems, right? It can perform calculations, data processing, and automate reasoning tasks. So it's not a big scary word. It's literally how to tell a software or a computer or something that's not human how to behave, right? And especially in terms of Facebook, I see them wanting it to behave and respond to real human interaction. You guys, it behaves in a way that's human because Facebook is built to connect us. They want us to make connections. Only humans are using it. I mean, there are some spam bots out there, I suppose, but only humans are using it. And so it reacts to the actions you actually take. And they are further refining this because guess what? Advances are made in that technology all the time. That's why the algorithm changes. They also know that people abuse it. Everyone wants to find the hack. Everyone wants to know, how do I hack the algorithm? What's that one thing I can do that gets my stuff out there, whether it's good quality or not, right? Everyone has been trying to hack the algorithm ever since it existed. And I'm here to tell you, stop trying to hack the algorithm, because what it's doing is trying to help you connect to real human beings who want to connect with you, who are engaging with you, right? So you should focus on engaging people, on getting your message out, on starting real conversations. Stop worrying about the hacks. Like, you can't use this word, you can't use that word. Yeah, there's rules for advertising and you should follow those, right? And you can't be doing awful things on Facebook. Those rules apply still. But if you're more worried about how to get engagement in a broad sense, like you just want 100 comments just to have 100 comments because you think that's what it's supposed to be, or you're supposed to have 2 million reach just because that's awesome and that's what you want to see. No, focus your attention on real conversations that you're actually having with real people and then building that relationship with them. Okay, so an algorithm is just computer programming that tells the software or the computer or whatever piece of technology how to behave, and it's trying to behave like a human. So if we can all get back to our roots of having real conversations and speaking our minds, then you will hack the algorithm. Does that make sense? Hopefully that's making sense, you guys. Let me know if you can hear me and if what I'm saying is making sense for you, okay? So the second thing I want to bring up is I told you that people are trying to hack the algorithm, right? And I'm going to use the word clickbait, and it's not really the right word for this. I guess it's comment baiting, engagement baiting, but essentially, like, clickbait is like content that the main purpose is to get you to like click on it and engage on it and get you somewhere else, right? Take you off of Facebook or get you to do this thing without you really thinking about it or without you really caring about it. An example would be like, share this post if you don't want puppies to die and you want to win $1 million. Like, obviously, you might not want animals to die. Obviously, we love them. You might want $1 million, but it's not like you're having a meaningful conversation with that person, right? They're getting you to click on it out of like this gut emotional reaction and a little bit of guilt and, you know, dreaming for something that might not actually happen, which is that $1 million, right? It's getting you to take this action, but you're not paying attention to who posted it. You're not really engaging in that conversation. It's not bringing you to a heightened state of being, right? It's like this gut emotional reaction. And Facebook now is really trying to keep people out of the newsfeed and keep people from succeeding on their platform by doing this kind of shady stuff, right? It was built for us to connect to other human beings, not to be terrified, not to be duped, not to be any of those awful things that are happening, right? And so they're trying to get rid of that. And now that is going to affect some of the reach numbers on things like before and after pictures or just crazy memes and quotes that might have gotten shared a lot before. If it's not adding value to their lives and not starting an authentic connection with somebody, I'm not saying hilarious memes and laughing and joking is not what should happen on Facebook. Humor is really great on Facebook, but if it's just like you recycling content that doesn't really matter to you because you're trying to get reach, then it's going to get squashed, okay? So they're trying to get rid of that, and it might affect some of the things that you've done before. But guess what? It's good news because you weren't starting quality conversations from those things anyways. So let's all get back to what our root is. What is our main message? I know we did a content course out there, and if you don't have the content course that teaches you how to make 30 days of content in one single day, it's free. Let me know below and I will get you the link to that. But it helps you center all your content around this main message. And the main message is not selling your stuff. The main message is not joining your team. The main message is not share this post to your best friends because you want to get a bunch of reach. No, what is your purpose for building this page? What is your message to the world? What do you want to build a community around? That is what you need to be doing with your content. And sometimes memes fit into that. I'm not saying they don't. Sometimes humor fits into that. Sometimes those quick images and quotes fit into that. But you need to be making it relatable to your people, right? And the big thing that I hope you're doing, that everybody should be doing, and that actually My Connection Builder helps you do, is to start conversations. Once you have that good content out there, somebody comments below your post, you need to comment below to them, right? Add that engagement. They took time out of their day to write a comment under your post. You know how many posts are out there in their newsfeed right now? They took the time to notice what you put out and write a comment under it. You need to take that time to individually comment back to them and private message them, because from your page, you can reply to them from your page in their private messenger on their profile and start that private conversation. So I recommend doing both. My Connection Builder actually can help you automate that to start that touch point. We don't do a full automation bot because this is not about replacing human connection. This is about igniting human connection and streamlining human connection, okay? So comment below them, get them in your messenger, and then keep that conversation rolling, okay? This is not about spamming links out there. It's not about tricking them into having a conversation with you, right? If you have that truly engaging content, and it's reaching the ears of your people, then you will start so many fantastic relationships, and then business happens from there, you guys. You can't be focused on the sale. You have to be focused on that relationship. So that brings me to, what does Facebook actually want? Okay, and again, it's not like Mark Zuckerberg has spoken to me on the phone or anything. This is just what I've gleaned from educating myself from a bunch of different resources, from working on this platform for years, and from working on many, many accounts and seeing it for myself. Okay, they're being more forthcoming with this. Their whole mission statement is to bring people together, to let communities join, right, across the world. So what does all that mean? All this algorithm, all of this like reach reporting, the reach reporting is changing. You might see your reach going, but if your content was engaging, you're still going to have those conversations. And that is where it's at, you guys, starting conversations. And I always coach people when they're not having really engaging posts. So I'm like, this is not like you on a podium giving a statement. This is not you preaching to the world. This is you being authentically yourself, showing up authentically as yourself, starting conversations with people. I see so many posts out there that are a statement that gives me as the reader nothing to do with it, right? And so Facebook wants to create this atmosphere where communities can happen, where people can connect over things that are important to them. Okay, so being vulnerable and asking those questions is how you build those relationships. And so posts that are like, you know, comment yes below if you want XYZ, comment no below if you want XYZ. I'm not saying those can't work anymore. I'm saying that commenting yes for a free ticket to a concert doesn't give Facebook a lot of information to go off of, right? They are constantly learning from the comments on your posts what people want and what they don't want. And so that kind of clickbait stuff, that kind of stuff that's just like yes or no for this free thing, and it kind of like gets this gut reaction from you, that doesn't give them a true sense of what people want. It's inflated. It's like this gut reaction. It's not a real conversation, right? And so they're not going to give that stuff as much love anymore, you guys. But asking somebody, tell me why you might want this. Tell me what you think about this, and starting a real conversation is not only better for Facebook because they get way better data about that person, which means the algorithm gets much better and your advertising targeting gets much better. And that's what they want. They want this to be a platform where people see what they want to see and advertisers can advertise to the right people, right? So a question that gets people to give you a paragraph as an answer gives them way more data to improve their system, which is what they want, right? But it also gets you way better conversations, and that's what you want. So I hope that this was beneficial to you guys. And I see some comments now. Hi, Michelle. Thank you. Happy Valentine's Day to everybody. Yeah, I added some hearts on the frame here. So if that was helpful, please, tag your team if they need to hear this. If not, I'm so glad you were on joining me. I'm going to be live more often with tips about engagement and things like that, but focusing on those conversations, right? That follow-up, because that's what we're doing on this page. My Connection Builder was built for you guys to be able to do that easier, because it takes time. It takes time to build that relationship. But if we can help you with those first touch points, that first comment, that first message, if we can help you put somebody into a system where you don't forget them, you're talking to hundreds of people a day at this point, hopefully, if you're doing it right. And you're not going to remember all that, even if you want to, even if you truly connected with that person. And so putting them into a CRM system that reminds you, hey, it's been a week, you should chat with somebody, right? It will let you know when that person's due so that you can foster that relationship in a way that is valuable to them. Okay, this is all about the user. What value are you providing to them to get them to comment? Okay, what value are you providing to them to get them to continue messaging you? Okay, and then that follow-up is just more value. It's not about the sale. The sale will come later, you guys, if it's right for that person. But if you can foster all of these relationships, that's what the industry was built on, right? So that's it. Happy Valentine's Day, you guys. I'm so glad my dogs didn't bark and nobody came to my house and rang the doorbell during this, because this is real life. You can probably see the mess behind me. I'm a real mom, just like a lot of you guys, and life is hectic, but we use social media to connect with people over the stuff that seems mundane, to celebrate those little bits of life that we just don't even think about, right? But if you can be mindful in them and share them and almost celebrate even the muck of life with other people, think how strong those bonds could be, right? Okay, I'm going to sign off now. Happy Valentine's Day, everybody. If this was helpful, again, please share it or tag your team below, and I'll be seeing you later.